wheel tightly as I drove down the desolate, winding road in the dead of night. The darkness outside was suffocating, and my headlights barely pierced through the black veil that shrouded the surroundings. I had always heard stories about the haunted road I was traveling on, but I never believed in such superstitions. Tonight, however, I was beginning to question my skepticism. I was alone, and the eerie silence inside the car was only interrupted by the occasional howling of the wind. My heart pounded like a drum, and every passing second seemed to stretch out into an eternity. My mind played tricks on me, conjuring up horrifying images lurking beyond the reach of my headlights. I tried to shake off the growing sense of dread, but the weight of the darkness was becoming unbearable. In the distance, I noticed a faint glow, like a lone lantern hanging by the side of the road. Relief washed over me as I thought it could be a sign of civilization, a place to take shelter from the night's relentless grip. As I approached the source of light, I realized it was an old, abandoned gas station. The structure looked decrepit and the windows were boarded up as if hiding its secrets from the world. Despite my instincts screaming at me to stay away, I hesitated for a moment before giving in to the need for safety. As I stepped out of the car and cautiously approached the gas station, a chill crawled up my spine, warning me that I was not alone. I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end, and the air became thick with a sense of foreboding. Ignoring my unease, I tried the gas station's door, and to my surprise, it creaked open with ease. Inside, the darkness was even more suffocating than outside. My flashlight illuminated dusty shelves, long forgotten by time, and eerie shadows danced on the walls. The air smelled stale, like a place abandoned for years. I shivered as if an unseen hand was tracing a chilling path down my spine. Determined to find something useful, I scavenged for supplies, my flashlight guiding me through the darkness. The silence was oppressive, almost deafening, making every sound I made echo through the empty space. I found an old map behind the counter dating back to decades ago, and as I studied it, I noticed that the road I had been on was missing entirely. It was as if the road didn't exist, as if it had vanished from the world. My heart raced with anxiety, and I felt the overwhelming urge to leave the gas station immediately. But as I turned to head back to my car, a flicker of movement caught my eye. In the far corner of the room, barely visible in the dim light, stood a figure. I couldn't make out any features, just a vague, shadowy silhouette. Fear paralyzed me, and I felt an invisible force keeping me rooted to the spot. My mind screamed for me to run, but my body refused to obey. The figure slowly started to move towards me, and with each step, my terror intensified. A whisper echoed through the air, barely audible but sending shivers down my spine. "Leave this place. Leave now." Summoning all the courage I could muster, I finally broke free from the grip of fear and sprinted out of the gas station, leaving everything behind. Back in my car, I slammed the door shut and sped away, putting as much distance between me and that forsaken place as possible. As I drove through the night, my mind was consumed by the encounter at the gas station. Who or what was that figure, and why did it warn me to leave? Questions flooded my thoughts, but there were no answers. The road ahead seemed endless, and every bend held the possibility of something sinister lurking in the shadows. The feeling of being watched followed me like a relentless ghost. My heart pounded relentlessly in my chest, and my eyes darted around, trying to catch even the faintest glimpse of danger.